Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome, love. I'm so giddy you joined today. If we haven't met before, my name's Jessie Patterson. Please subscribe and let's be friends. In this video, we're diving deep into a topic that might just change the way you see your daily habits and choices. It's a concept that says how you do one thing is how you do everything. And when I heard this, it hit me so hard, thinking of the previous version of myself. I used to be so stuck in a cycle of binge watching Netflix, binge scrolling social media, binge checking my emails, binge working, binge ordering and delivery dinners, binge drinking, binge overcommitting, binge trying to help everyone, and binge snacking. Plus binge beating myself up for binging all the time. All this binging left me feeling depleted and never feeling like I had time to change. Anything different felt like way too much work and so out of reach. And the worst part is that everything I was doing was so normalized, it didn't really feel like there was another way. But then I learned about making small changes that helped change my perspective. And I started feeling hope by making micro changes to change and realizing it was okay to be exactly where I was at. We all have moments when life feels like a never-ending rush, right? Whether it's rushing through tasks, conversations, or even our meals. It's like we're in a constant race against the clock. But what if I told you that this rushing mindset might be the pattern that extends to all other areas of your life? How we rush through one thing, and it's often a sign of how we rush through other things. Take binge watching, for example. You know those nights when you promise yourself just one more episode, and boom, before you know it, it's suddenly 3 a.m. It's a classic example of overindulging in leisure time. I've been there. But it often translates into how we approach other aspects of our life, like binge scrolling on social media or binge working all the dang time. Now let's talk about binging versus moderation aspect. We all love indulging ourselves from time to time, whether it's binge eating, drinking, or binge ordering takeaway when you're too tired to cook. But think about it. When you're in this binge mindset, it's like we're on autopilot, right? We often lose track of how much we're consuming and why. I know that's how it was for me. And here's where the how you do one thing principle comes into play. If we're prone to binging in one area, it's likely we carry this mentality over to other aspects of our life, such as overcommitting to tasks, overindulging in nostalgia, or even binge worrying about the future. Now let's shift our perspective a bit. What happens when we become aware of the patterns we're doing? When we awaken to the idea that our behaviors in one area reflect how we handle everything else? The good news is that awareness is the first step towards change. When you catch yourself binge watching, binge scrolling, or you name it, it's a chance to pause, reflect, and make a more conscious choice to see how you can reduce just a little bit. Remember to be kind to yourself in the process. This is such a critical step, and love, you deserve it. Instead of rushing through life, you can choose to stay calm and mindful one tiny bit at a time. Each tiny change brings a new destination into your life. Instead of binging, you can start to practice moderation and balance in all areas of your life, from leisure activities to work, and even your relationships with food or drinks. One little step at a time. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And it's a powerful concept that encourages us to be more aware of our habits and choices. By recognizing our tendencies to rush or binge, we can make positive changes that ripple through every aspect of our life. What areas of your life do you want to start to reduce just by a little bit? Give yourself permission to try. I did not change these things all at once, but I started noticing my consumption and thinking ahead of time of what I wanted to do instead. Planning ahead and deciding what you want helps with decision fatigue, where it's automatic and you just fall back into your regular habits when exhausted. So think ahead. What's one thing you want to reduce? Just a tad bit. And then what's one thing you want to layer on to help you feel a little bit better? Maybe it's before I watch any shows tonight, I will go on a quick 5-minute walk. Or I will go to the grocery store this week to make one simple meal to reduce ordering in just one time less. What can you plan to commit to now? Calendar it in, set alarms, go all in, commit and make it happen. Remember to make it super small. The magic is getting started. It's all about finding that sweet spot between rushing and staying calm, between binging and practicing moderation. And in doing so, you can lead to a more balanced, fulfilling, and mindful life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that yummy like button and subscribe for more content. And as always, share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I absolutely love to hear what you're committing to. I am cheering you on. Let's learn and grow together. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, stay mindful and make every moment count. Sending you lots of love.